Today is August 10th, 2025. Call it a short-term bearish pullback inside a broader bullish cycle here of a bearish rising wedge breakdown off a parabolic advance. Yet a nice, clean, divergent high with negative and bearish divergences constructed on multiple key technical momentum indicators. And ASTS has ripped from its consolidation base of the $25 handle, and upon breaking out of that 35 major reactionary high resistance level, ripped in 60% up to the $60 handle, close to 70% in late July, breaking through all major Fibonacci retracement levels before stalling out here. And the price has now recently cracked its wedge's lower ascending trend line is now, and it is now pulling back toward a fib confluence support zone. Call it the 382 fib retracement from the entire run here, where ASTS had already failed to hold its clear 236 fib retracement level, had a couple of major reactionary lows here across an entire week, and we finally had that breakdown, and here we are hovering in on the 50-day moving average and the 382 $44 handle, call it 4409. And if and when short sellers and or bear traders are able to take that level out with conviction, I believe only increases the odds for additional targets to be met down for the 4143 for an 11.8% crash, down to the 3893 50% fib retracement for 16.8% in crash. And if things get exceedingly bearish, nearing its 618 fib $35 handle, in which will come in confluence of its 200-day moving average, a huge key psychological triple inflection point of about, call it a 26% crash to the downside. With the relative strength index printing around the 42 handle, it is falling from its overbought realm. Now we're approaching a neutral to oversold level with no bullish divergence yet. You have the price percent oscillator rolling down below the signal, confirming its additional momentum loss, testing its zero line threshold, and with the histogram negative and the deficit only continuing to widen. Selling pressure here is accelerating to the downside, and with a lighter volume threshold than the rally's peak, sellers are still controlling these candle closes. You have bearish momentum confirmed, not yet in a full-blown capitulation phase, but it has room to fall until lasting and testing some of the stronger support levels. And that is a big key technical level here. We had a nice clean consolidation phase, and that 618 fib redefined that technical breakout for that 60% move to the upside. Well, make no mistake, we have a very significant primary trading range with additional major reactionary lows and highs across that entire span of time. And that will be the big focus on the false momentum-fueled overshoot breakout. If short sellers were to gain momentum on this trade, you have the wedge breakdown with momentum favoring the loss until this $50 handle is reclaimed. And that's why that level, in my opinion, is so psychological for any long traders and or bull traders. They must defend the 50-day moving average in confluence of the 4409 handle for an additional move to retest on a 13% rally, ultimately taking that level out, call it the 50-28 handle, to reclaim a bullish stance throughout this span of time in the near term. But as for now, ASTS has snapped a parabolic wedge and is transitioning from momentum phase to correction phase. And the next move should be exceedingly decisive.